Well, you're probably thinking to yourself, hey, you already done one of these. I did, but it was rubbish and it was boring. It was effectively the Eternals of instant reactions, and what we need is the Spider-Man No Way Home of reaction videos. So hopefully this one's got a bit more enthusiasm. Long day yesterday, wasn't it? Had to go hospital. That's why these weren't done in a car, because I got a broken hand, couldn't drive to the hospital, and he wants to pay hospital parking. But to the point, we're redoing it and it's going to be better, I promise you, because I need a reputation. We need more clicks, and I ain't going to be doing that with the old boring shit I put up yesterday. So guys, Spider-Man No Way Home. If you need me to describe what this film is, then you've been living under a rock, and to be honest with you, I'd crawl back under there, because Christmas don't look like it's going to be any fun. This is not the time to be poking your head up from underneath said rock. But did I like it? Guys, it is so good. It is really, really good. I am so pleased that I can be excited about an MCU film, and I'm not battling people about why it was boring or underacted or convoluted or unnecessary. It's just a really good MCU film. And when was the last time we could say that? Endgame, fine. Infinity War, definitely. But on that note, we've had 5 films since Endgame, and 2 of them have been Spider-Man films. We need this. Every 2 years, a new Spider-Man film, and let's hope. Or didn't Pascal say they're in pre-production for the next one already? They've started planning it. So, I'll start off with my only slight criticism of this film. The end of Far From Home sets up a very specific scenario, and it's used as almost like an audio-visual MacGuffin to just get basically the multiverse underway, which is fine, but then for the rest of the film, it's not really looked at with any purpose. It kind of just carries on like normal. I know that there is the instant aftermath, but he is largely unchallenged. In this day of multimedia, instant caption, everybody's got recording equipment in the pockets, I kind of feel like there'd be a bigger police presence all the way through it. But we're getting into specifics, and this is an instant reaction. Let's not make that mistake. So, what did I like about it? What did I like about it? What I think was key, at the heart of this, and at the heart of any good film, dramatic, action, comedic, it's creating not just external conflict with the physical threat in this instance from the multitude, the platitude of villains. And no spoilers. Spoilers aren't going to be anything that was in the trailers, so let's get that started. If you avoided the trailers, you're probably avoiding this. By my viewing numbers, that just means nobody watches trailers, which of course isn't true. But you have to marry that with the internal conflict, and that's where the supporting cast come in. I like that MJ in this film, she isn't just an avatar. She isn't just strung onto him to make him this fucking sap. I like that their relationship has now developed to a fruitful, lustful bench of teen passion. Lovely. But what it actually does is it gives him someone other than the people that he subordinates himself to. And I'm glad that he doesn't do that with people like Happy, with May, with Doctor Strange, who is by proxy the Iron Man of this film. That he stands his ground. He saved the world with these guys. And I like that Doctor Strange says that to him as well. That Tony Stark snark isn't there. There seems to be a mutual level of respect across the board now. And with that, we have genuine peril, emotional peril that is brought to by the arcs of the supporting cast, as opposed to him, it all being just, is he good enough? Do they really like him? Which really annoyed me in the first 2 films, because one of them was after Endgame and Infinity War, where he battled Thanos and carried the magic glove through the battlefield. So to now take that extra step, and I think promoting MJ to almost I wouldn't say, probably a bit beyond, to Ned levels, beyond supporting cast, maybe co-star, we could say that. I think that's a fair thing to say. And yeah, we had real emotional peril that wasn't just completely compartmentalised inside Peter Parker. So, on the supporting cast, the villains, it would have been easy for them to just be thrown in this, so we have a really nice end battle against whatever heroes may or may not be making an appearance in this film. And I'll tell you, there are guest spots and you are either going to be completely underwhelmed or you are going to be ecstatic depending on what expectations you put on this and if you wanted them to be exceeded or if you're happy for them to be maybe underneath or maybe they're just fulfilled. Maybe you just want a nice fulfilling level of expectations. Anyway, the villains aren't just bolted on at the end. They all have great arcs. There are the main players and there's a couple that are sort of a little bit benched and they're put in there for the quips and to... No spoilers, guys. But they're great and they are all actors in the narration of this and they all have actual personal journeys themselves. They are well used, it is apt and it is jolly exciting. So, where does this leave it? Well, let's just say nothing will ever be the same again and everything has changed, but some things will stay the same. And, you know, let's be honest, that's where the last film left it, and now we've got the ending to this film. So hopefully this was more interesting this time. I've got more enthusiasm. It's in the morning, and I've got Omicron. Comic-Con! Yeah, I've got Comic-Con. That's what nerds are going to call COVID now. I've got coffee and fruit juice. I am rife with caffeine and fructose. And I've got a bowl of porridge as well for those slow release energies. Unlike last night, when I was a boring mess, and also the music was too loud so you couldn't hear what I was saying. So yeah, let's hope this one was better. Love you all. Mwah!